into whoever runs in our paths, not just specific people. Whoever is in front of you, wherever you go, whoever's in front of you, people say, what is my purpose? It's not a specific purpose. Wherever you go, there you are. That's your purpose, to be who you are through these times. So I haven't seen you guys in 2 weeks. So my question to you today is, how you been for the past 2 weeks? Anything you wish to share? Or if you don't want to talk that much, you say, I am fine, thank you. Okay, so I'm going to start with Donna.
I'm in a very good place right now. I had a very nice vacation, and so I'm still living off the energy from that. Yeah, I'm that's where I'm at right now.
Right. I mean, where did you go on vacation?
So I'm sorry. What was that?
Where did you go?
We
Where did you
went
go?
to the Smoky Mountains in Tennessee.
Oh, how nice.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Sam. Hi.
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 I am in a very trying place right now. I'm going through the hardest time I've been in my life, actually. And it's a day-to-day, hour-by-hour struggle.
Hear you. Specifically with the extra added to the extra 24-hour care.
Yeah.
Are you stopping to breathe?
I've been getting so anxious. I've had heart palpitations and trying to breathe. Really having a difficult time meditating, slowing my mind down enough. I feel like really out of control and in a scary place, actually. That's where I am today.
Okay. Don't forget that you can reach out to me at any time.
Thank you.
You know I'm here and I will answer you. Okay, just for reference, okay? Penny?
Actually, I'm doing much better than I thought I would be this first Christmas without my mom. I feel she's with me, and
cheers.
Yeah, and she's been helping me decorate the house with a lot of the things that I used to have in her room, and so that helps. And I've actually had, so I'm doing much better than I expected. I'm listening. Actually, I was really surprised. I got a gift yesterday, a surprise gift from Byron's son, a really nice Bluetooth speaker that I can, hook up to my phone. And so I've had my phone playing Christmas music with some really nice this Bluetooth speaker. So that's been nice too. And also I'm having some some procedures that are actually helping me that I didn't even know I was supposed to have until I had the brain scan. But I've had a sinus procedure that worked very well. And then this week I'm having another procedure, and it's really helping my sinuses and my nasal passages, and it's actually helping this postnasal drip and all these kinds of things I've had that I thought was caused by the bronchiectasis, but apparently it's been caused by my sinuses. So I'm feeling like, wow, this was really a good discovery. And the procedures are working well. So
thank you. Diane Henley. Okay.
I'm doing really good. I had a wonderful Thanksgiving. We went up to the lake and had fun with the kids. They went fishing. We tried to go out on the lake, but the boats didn't want to cooperate. But nonetheless, we had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I feel very blessed. Everyone's well, and life is good.
Okay. Thank you.
I turn off my camera because I know that it causes, when I'm moving, I'm inside the store doing last minute shopping for groceries, and I know it makes some people busy, so I turn off the camera.
No problem, as long as you can hear me. Okay, thank you, Diane. Lisa, Raslila. West. I guess she's not within ear distance. Hi, Pam. Okay.
Hello.
How are you, hon?
I'm good. I'm finally in my house.
Oh,
I
good.
have no furniture yet, but I'm here.
I seen your post,
Snow.
so very nice. Yes.
Lots of snow, which I was hoping would wait until after tomorrow, because then tomorrow I'll have my all-weather tires and I'm not sure about how I'm going to drive in this.
Right.
But everything's going well. It's going smoothly.
That's good. Pets? Pets? Do you have pets?
Yes. I've got 3 cats and a dog.
I saw the cat. I mean, made its presence known back and forth, but I mean, it's a beautiful cat. Do you have
They've
any
all
dogs?
come up and taken a look to see what I'm doing up here. This is going to be my meditation room. So
I saw you in your meditation pose, and that's pretty good. I'm glad you're settling in good. Thank you. Okay.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thanks. Rochelle? Rochelle, I saw her pop up, but I didn't.
Here, I'm here. Hang on. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay, I'll try. I'm new on a cell phone. I don't know how to work the blasted thing.
Don't
So,
worry about it. As long
I'm
as you can
from.
hear me and I hear you, that's fine. I did see
Okay.
your face for a minute, but how
Can
are
you see
you?
me now? Can you see me now?
No, don't worry about that.
Okay,
Just
then I'll
talk to
knock
me.
it out. Okay, I
Oh,
was
there you
referred
are.
to you
There
by
you are.
Lisa. I was referred to you by Lisa, and she told me that you would be very beneficial to me, and so I'm glad to meet you. And
Nice to meet you, Rochelle.
I'm in Cleveland. I'm up to 14 inches of snow right now.
Oh, God.
I'm totally snowed in. I couldn't even open the front door to get out of the house, which is a good thing.
I put a sweater on, and we were at 48 degrees this morning. I came from Sarasota, so I don't know what the weather was over here. So how's the weather over there? 65 degrees or what? I mean, no, 12.
It's in the 30s. I don't know what it is. I don't care. It's just a lot of snow.
There's your friend.
Yeah. So anyway, I got in and I figured out I didn't know how to use the computer. It wouldn't do it for me. So I thought, well, I'll try with the cell phone. So I got in. Lisa will be very happy.
Thank you, Rochelle. Nice
Anyway,
meeting you.
I have problems where I'm overwhelmed by caregiving with my 99-year-old mother who's locked up in assisted living. And I can't get in, I can't see her, I can't really, and it pulls on me where she calls.
Well, it's really a disservice to the people, but I mean, that's my own opinion, and I shouldn't really be giving you an opinion because it's my own. But
your opinion is in agreement with mine. I see it's abusive. It's worse. I mean, animals get better treatment, but this lockdown business for assisted living is really horrific. They're keeping people healthy and alive, but what kind of quality of life have they had since March? Nada.
Right.
So,
Michelle, let's talk later. That's what my mom was for 6 months before she passed away, and so I know exactly what you're going through.
Yeah,
I do.
Thank you.
I know exactly what you're going through. My heart goes out to you. Yeah.
So it pulls on me with everything. So I'll see where we go.
Okay, thank you, Rochelle. We'll get to know you. Lisa, you finally decided to join us. Unmute yourself, please. And Rochelle, can you mute yourself?
I have to mute. Okay, how do I do
yourself?
Okay. Raslila, so how you been in the past 2 weeks? What's up with you? Your spirit?
Life has been wonderful. My what?
Your spirit.
My spirit has been good.
Okay, explain.
What do you want me to explain? I'm sorry, I didn't.
How good it is, and why is it good? Why is it good?
Why is it good?
Right.
Well, I don't know. Why ask why?
No, in other words, what happened that made it so nice and so good? I want to know specifically, as a group, what resonates with you as being nice and good.
What resonates with me as being nice and good? Okay. Probably the fact that I'm taking care of myself. I'm eating healthy. I'm sleeping well. I'm exercising and meditating and chanting and
okay, so far you're talking about your everyday life.
Yes.
I know. Anything else?
I'm in love. Does that help?
That helps a lot. That changes your attitude.
I'm in love with my kitties and a human being. I mean, more than one human being, but
I understand. We understand. Okay. I just came back from being on vacation myself. Let's see. I went to Anna Maria Island, and then I went to the warm mineral springs. I went to Venice. I went to Sarasota. I went to the mall on Ellington. I've been shopping for Christmas and just moving around. And life is good.
You feel refreshed?
I got into some jacuzzi and the mineral springs, which is the highest in all of the USA. That's the highest mineral deposits in that hole. So
did you feel it?
I spent several hours there, just going around the place, and they say that you have to at least be there 45 minutes to an hour for it to be effective. I was there for close to 2.5 hours with some friends, and I usually don't sleep all night. And I went home. I mean, I went to my hotel room and passed out. And it was good because I've been having problems sleeping. So I've been sleeping very, very well since. So I highly recommend it. Okay, so enough with the introductions, and now I'm going to try to decipher what printed and didn't print of my paperwork. My class that I had so nicely formatted. You have to go with the flow. So I was going to talk to you about different things that we as light workers need to know. And so I'm going to explain it in different ways. So this is an example. When two waves of like energies, like us, for example, when we come together from opposite directions, from a different place, we make a collision, and with that attracting combining energies, we collide, and the exploding is a cleansing for all of us. It's a clearing of energies, and we clear it out not only in ourselves, but out into the universe. Like when we put our hands in our heart and we start expanding our heart chakra. Like when we have the intention of being in a peaceful, kind, loving mood. It is always nice to feel not only the love between all of us, but of how we affect people. Sometimes you can go and you say, oh, I like to be around this person because they're always happy, or they're always in harmony, or they're always peaceful. And there's some people that are, oh my God, watch out, because you never know what you're gonna run into. So just as when people of like high vibrational energies come together, all their combined energies will merge and radiate outwardly in ever expanding concentric waves, like when you throw a stone on a lake or something, and you see the repercussions and how it affects not only that place where it landed, but it continues vibration of waves. So all this, the more loving, the more healing that energy is. The waves of blissful energy that aid and comfort those within the radius of our paths. When these positively charged and conditional loving energies are combined and then released outwardly, they bring more than enough light and love to affect and change the attitudes and ascensional attributes and altitudes of those caught within the loving waves in a very positive and uplifting manner. What that means, if you are, there's a person that may be depressed, or a person that is not doing quite as well as the rest of us, we, by being in the same group, in the same format, in the same vicinity, and vicinity does not mean physical vicinity, because we are not affected by distance. We are one. If you understand the term of oneness, distance has nothing to do with it. I am right there with you. We are right there with each other. So if you understand that in any way or shape, to the way that you can understand it and apply it. For example, right now I'm sending loving energy to Sam, you know, then I see Penny reaching out to Rochelle, and we're all learning to, you know, combine those energies, and then we resonate with what they're saying. And we just, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one, you know, wishing Sam was better, you know, and then sending that energy. But that is what we do as a group. And this is the kind of group that this is. So, so that is very positive and uplifting for the people that are in our group, that at times we need to be the ones that need to be lifted up. At one point is some, and at another times is some other members. Remember to be in a continual cleansing and clearing consciousness of your beautiful divine energies every day. To do so, to attract that loving wave that is actively searching you out within the quantum realms of our multidimensional universal ocean of existence. So not only our group, but when we get together in a group, we're more powerful because of the multiplication part of it. But aside from that, there's other people that you affect, even when you go to the grocery store, even when you go anywhere, regardless of where it's at. If you are willing to show your kindness and be the best of what you can be, if you can be kind and in harmony, you are already spreading that. You don't need a group like this to continuously be there. Because the group, yes, they will carry you, and it's okay. That's what we're here for. But we can help so many more people if we really want to. That is if we want. The clue here is if we want to. Nothing is forced on us. Nothing is obligated from us. We don't have a responsibility. But for most of us in this group, we have that wanting to reach out and help. Not necessarily go out there and get into the midst of chaos, but help to the best of your ability to at least smile at somebody, to at least, you know, help somebody in the littlest bit of thing that you can do. Any stranger, just a smile, just a pat, just a hug. But you can't do that right now. Never mind. Not with the COVID. You know, but at least a smile, like, okay, I understand. I know where you've been. I know. I mean, Penny, you said those words to Rochelle. And I just told Sam, you know, call me. I mean, call me or text me, or, but I'm talking about not just us. I'm talking about other people and other, you know, in other places, and the people that surrounds us, especially when they're not expecting it. You know, I have a list where I go at night and I start sending blessings. People don't realize the power of a blessing. And usually when I write on, even on Facebook, blessings or bless this or bless that, or you have the power to bless or condemn somebody. If you have the power to bless, why don't we use that? Bless your finances, bless your physicality, bless your, you know, we say God bless. We're putting that as an what's the word, Lisa? Intercedary, and somebody who comes in between you and to intercede. Um, you intercede for somebody. Yeah. Never mind. I found the word. It's intercession. So when you're interceding for somebody and you're asking for a blessing to come to them, because a lot of times people get into so many problems that they don't even think of helping themselves. So you ask for clarity, you ask for them to be centered, and you ask for them to be, in harmony. But if somebody's really that far off, you want them to be balanced. Once they're balanced, then you want them to be clear so they can make a conscious decision to choose to feel better, because how you feel is a choice. But you can't even think of that. Oh, that's a choice. I forgot it was a choice. Well, how did I get this far down deep into this mud hole? So sometimes we need help out of the mud hole. So, and I mean, we all have been there. So it's a way for each us to remind us that we're there, as well as we're there for others. Okay, now because of the people that sometimes come in not really meaning to attack us or to put us down or whatever, but that's where they're at. But they do that, and I call that a darkness, a shadow. Darkness and shadow can only try to control you through fear. Control comes through fear when people don't feel the strength of their own truth. So then they need control, and then they attempt to control you through different manipulations. The one thing that darkness and shadow cannot defend itself against is the truth within the light. It's okay to admit your fears to one another. It is how we shed light upon the shadows that lurk within the darkness of our past or present traumas. If we share what's going on with a safe person or a safe somebody that you trust, okay, whatever that is or whoever that is, if you have at least one person, if not, see if you can get a counselor or somebody who can help you. But there is always usually somebody that will be willing, if nothing else, to try to make you feel better, to buy something for you or whatever. But somebody will always be trying to make you feel better if you pay attention to people and if you pay attention in your own life. A compliment. It's nice to see you. It's nice to do this. It's a pleasure to hear from you. I'm so glad that you are here. I'm sorry you're gone. Either way, I'm sorry you moved away, Pam. That you're way out there. You know, and I feel sorry for Red Shell right now because of all the snow. But for people that like snow, I never seen snow, so I have no clue. But it looks pretty, so it might not be that bad. But like I said, a lot of that is experience. No, okay, I'm hearing some no's over there. So it is how we shed the light upon the shadows when we share things. And again, you know, we all go through different things, and it's okay to do that. It's okay to feel. It's okay to experience. We're here to experience being human. We are spirits having a human experience. We're not human beings wanting a spiritual experience. So in order for you to recognize your spiritualness so you can become human, you have to realize who you are first and own that. So there is no better time than now to go within and to go deep within the self. What self? Yourself. When we say go within, I don't mean go within your body. Okay? Understand that I'm not talking about the body. People, when they say go within, they're not talking about the body. We're talking about the soul or your spirit. That's not the body. Okay? There's nothing wrong with the body. I'm not putting the body down. Just so you know, I do account the body because there's nothing that does not have God in it, including the body. Okay? Allow your light to shed its luminosity upon all that which continues to hold you back, all that dissuades you from truly expressing the love and light that resides within you, within all of us. You are love, like I was telling you when we were affirming. You are love, you are light, you are harmony, you are peace. You are all this, you have all these qualities, you have all these gifts, and you were gifted with all of this so you can give. It is our, one of our main characters, I think, as light beings is that we like to share. How can I make somebody else feel better? How do I make people feel less burdened? How can I help you? And we are helpers. Like I said, you are love, you are light. Allow yourself to embrace all that you are. Make peace with your past. Make peace with your darkness. Forgive yourself firstly. Forgive and release those who have harmed you in the past as well. And I'm going to say something here. Forgive them, because the moment that somebody needs a forgiving, you have put yourself in the victim position. If there's somebody you need to forgive, you became the victim of somebody, or in your mind, you are a victim of somebody's actions. So think about that. Are you really a victim? I'm asking you to think. Don't say anything to me right now, because we have all this, I don't know, forgiveness is forgiveness is a choice, but I'm going past all that to the truth that if you don't want to be a victim, who are you trying to forgive? Who have you declared your master? That they can dominate you and that they can do whatever it is that you succumb to their power. Who are you a victim of? As an adult, who are you a victim of? Like I said, forgive and release those who have harmed you in the past as well. Forgive them not because what they have done to you was right. It wasn't. It was not. Forgive them to free up all the space they had been taking up inside of you all these years. It's an inside job. It's you're renting space there for this thing to fester in there and continue to do whatever it is that you're hovering over because you are unwilling to release the victimhood. Reclaim your inner space where their shadow energies have been living rent-free in your church, in your temple, in your body. Make room within you for you. Evict everything not of you. For everybody we do not forgive or we don't want to because they are filling the blank. The damage is not for them, it's for us. We are doing repairs to our constitution to realize that whatever happened, like I said, I'm not excusing. All I'm saying is they don't need to occupy the space that we so willingly have been giving, not only the space, the time, the energy. I mean, that's a lot to give to somebody who does not deserve it. Trust in your inner wisdom. Okay. Any questions? Are we all forgiving? Yes? Yes, Lisa.
Thanks. I just wanted to share. I had an experience happen this last week where I realized I had not forgiven something that happened a long time ago, back in 1986. And I've been holding this grudge for all this time towards this friend of mine who stole something from me, but I was holding it and I'm like, wow, I was really responsible for creating the situation, and I was blaming me. It was very releasing, very freeing. Like you said, it freed up space.
Every time that you, and it's not so much about them, it's about what we carry. It's part of the baggage, but we want to dwell on the harm, on the damage, on the things. And how long are we going to be carrying this? It's putrefied, it's dead, it's been buried, it's been dug back up, and it's being re-examined and thrown back in there. And when do we actually let it go? Right? Right. And I know some things seem unforgivable and some things are, so everybody has their own set of traumas and dramas, and that I'm not saying didn't happen. We all had our own share, every one of us. But all I'm saying is we need to want to release, because it's in the release and the letting go that we heal. Face it, embrace it, erase it. Face the fear, face the victim, face the attacker. Embrace it, saying, I'm not giving you any more of that because you don't deserve my time, my energy, I release that, so because I'm allowing peace and I'm allowing joy and I'm allowing to express who I truly am. This is who I am. And being that, and you're not part of that. So I'm not really behaving in a manner that I want to behave like. I want to recognize and to be true to who I truly am, true to myself. Okay? So it does, yes, Penny.
I was going to say, I just had some experiences recently. It seems like I've been having my feelings hurt a lot more easily recently. Yet at the same time, I've been kind of bouncing back pretty quickly by saying, okay, these are just emotions. These are just emotions. I am not my emotions. So I feel like it has been working, because even though like a friend said something to me the other day and I felt like she dropped a boulder on my head. And but then afterwards, I was able to recover pretty quickly because I said, okay, think through this. It's your emotions. You're not your emotions. So I think it really, I think this is starting to really work for me.
And well, the more that you use the tools I gave you, the easier it is to drop things.
Mm-hmm.
The more you use it, whether it's the robot or just the acknowledgement, and the more the acknowledgement kicks in, the easier it is to say, okay, I'm not my truth, not where I want to be. Yeah, it's like I said, the more that you practice the tools, the more that you are able to come clearly more and more, and this will become more and more even faster, so things will come and you will you will see them, and then because now when we're looking at things, we have an observer, whether you call it or not. A part of you is aware and is starting to notice what's actually happening, but before you didn't do that. So the more that we practice, even when I say, okay, bring your observer, and I can only say that a few times, but then after that, your brain starts looking, okay, what's happening here? That's not for me. No, this is not me. This is not. And you start looking, I mean, automatic. This is not something that you have to continuously train yourself, because you're starting to use it. It's a muscle you develop. Do you understand? Miss Donna, Miss everybody? Okay. So, Rochelle, there is 2 podcasts that you need to see from our class. One is from September the 13th. I don't remember if it's the 13th or the 15th, but we only have one. We don't have 2, 13 or 15. It has to be either or. And the other one is on September the 23rd.
Rochelle, if you could give me your email address, I can send you those links that she's talking about for those two videos to watch on YouTube. They're very informational. It'll help you catch up to where.
That would be great.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Thank you. How do I do that? Do I
put it in the chat for me? Send it to me in the chat.
There's a chat at the top.
There's a little bubble, like a little talking
bubble. Is that with the 2 people?
Next to that.
The one next to it, there's a little bubble like a balloon.
Oh, I see it.
That,
oh, that's cool. This is so cool.
And I sent I sent you a little note, Rochelle. This is Penny. I sent you a little note on the chat.
Okay. Great.
And
thank you. So I'll go back to this.
By the way,
thank you.
I was born and raised in Cleveland. I feel your pain.
I usually get away from it, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's
White is good. Yeah, most people do. Okay. Let me see. How do I go back? Do I go back to that? Okay, that's good. So you're done. And I have to go back because I didn't see your name. Hang on a second. Donna.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it. So what do? I just click on that and send you the email?
Yeah, you can just put
your click on that and type your email. Yes.
And yes, Sam, I'll send that to you.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I'll do this later.
So, okay, when you guys do that, I need everybody else muted. Sam, Donna, Rochelle, just mute.
Mute.
Okay. So I started to talk about inner wisdom. Trust in your inner wisdom. Trust in trust that that your inner wisdom that you brought with you into the earth plane. You already came in with wisdom, people. Okay? Trust in your feelings as they resonate within you. What I would like to tell you about trust from my own personal experience, And again, I can only talk about myself. I had a problem trusting people. I grew up in a very dysfunctional family that wasn't very trustworthy. So I grew up not having a good sense of trust in the family. So as I grew up and as I grew, I said, there has got to be something. I have got to trust someone. And I quit looking outside. I decided to trust me. I wasn't into metaphysics yet, but I was already in the, like I said, wisdom already comes with you if you listen. If you listen to your body, if you listen to your mind, if you listen, there's a part of you that knows things. And when you hear something and you say, that's the truth, because you know it's the truth the moment you hear it. And when it's not, you go, yeah, you know. So I learned to trust me. And that liberated me from having to trust anyone else. Like if I wanted to say something to somebody, I trusted me to know, not them to be, and the responsibility wasn't on them. The responsibility came to me. So I took the trust away from the people and put it in where it needed to be. And that's what I know about trust from personal experience. That's where I came from. Okay. Trusting your feelings as they resonate within you, no matter what others outside of your personal soul center may be telling you is true. Anyone. Your feelings are yours and yours alone. If someone is telling you their truth and it does not resonate with you, then it is not your truth. If I say something that you don't resonate with, you say that's not for me, and you put it aside. You know, might not be for you right now, or it might be, maybe it was for you part of the in the past or whatever, but it's not yours at the moment if you're not resonating. Okay, so if it's not your truth, let it go. Release it, let it go. It needs to be flushed. So no matter who says it, trust in yourselves wholly, and only if you can get to that level to only trust what you know is true for you and what you're willing to share with others. But no matter what, trust should be yours, because it shouldn't be somebody else's responsibility. Well, you said that, or you gave me your word that, or you did this or that. Know that whatever it is in your reactions to what people do falls on you, how you feel. But also what they do should not affect your life. Because you know what it is you're going to do or want to do. If once you know yourself more, what happens is you now learn what you really want to do, where you really want to go, and how you want to do things. This is one of the freedoms that you get by getting rid of junk. You know, that you get to know who you are. So therefore, then you know what it is you truly want. Not what you think you want, but what you truly want. Okay. So it is perfectly okay to agree to disagree. Your feelings and truth are yours and yours alone. We can all relate to another's feelings in one aspect or another. Yet, we must realize that we are all another version of each other. And it is okay for them to be them, where they're sitting or where they're standing or what they're doing. Respect. who they are, another version of you. If you truly say that you love yourself, you are not going to be mouthing somebody else. You're not going to be victimizing or being the victim of, or this person did this to me or that. When we get into those positions, it's because we allow them. It's called allowing. We allow things to happen, whatever the reason, X, Y, Z. I wanted to help, I wanted to do, I wanted to whatever. It's an allowance. So I will say, look at what you think you're getting for what are you trading? If you're putting yourself in a situation where you can't stand, or you are too anxious, or you're too annoyed, or you are too angry or impatient, or what is your trade-off? You are in that situation because you allowed it, number one, but number two is because it's bringing you a value. Whatever that value is, I want you to look at that and see if that's a true statement for your life, if that is where you want to live your life. So, okay. So like I said, we are versions of each other. We mirror each other. We are there for each other. We're not here to put somebody else down so we can, because we have our own path, and our path is the path. No such thing. Okay? We're all working through our individual as well as our collective dark nights of the soul. So when we go through certain events or certain things, we're working through these things. And it's okay for us to sometimes not be feeling like, I am super content and I am super at top of the world while somebody else is all the way down there. It's okay because we go up and down and up and down. It's not a constant until we are fully established in one of the dimensions. Until you get to a better dimension or fully established there, you will still be bopping. Okay? We relearn and remember not judge one another. Remember, relearn. Why are we relearning? Because we have been programmed 96% of our capacity to understand is being programmed to understand in a specific fashion. You even have to reprogram that part of you that understands only from that point of view, because it was a programming. So when you're looking at something, you already come with a vision of something else because you already have preconceived ideas. So, like I said, we relearn, we remember to not judge one another. What we can do is relearn and remember how to make ourselves whole within our individual as well as collective lights of love. Okay, so once we do this, it is then that we begin to emanate those energies that I was talking about at the beginning of the when I said we expand our energies and we give it to others and to the group and to the world, and how we affect and the waves of consciousness. So like I said, when we emit those energies from the heart or from the goodness of what it is we want to manifest, we can do this if we are willing to suspend our judgment. So when you emanate those energies of loving truth outwards to the others seeking the very same path, to oneness. Just remember, we all want the same thing, regardless of how we may deem somebody else to be. Our judgment of they don't know their, you know, what they're doing. They have no consciousness. They're so third dimensional. They're so, you don't know. There's a version of you walking around. Are you really third? I mean, fifth dimension when you're judging somebody like that? When you're saying, you know, they don't know any better? Truly, if we come from the same spirit and we're all spirits, we're equals. We might be programmed differently, but that doesn't make us any less or any more. Truth. It's high time we speak it. I'm talking about truth. Speak it to yourself first and foremost. So be so very sure you are also paying respect to yourself as you hear your truths. Speak your truths to yourself. Call yourself out to yourself when you know you are not being truthful to self or to others. And I think some of us already are doing that. Like Penny said, you know, in the middle of something. Oh, yeah. The recognition that maybe not, maybe not, I'm not going that way. So when speak your truth to self, call yourself out to yourself when you know you are not being truthful to self or to others. Continue to create a higher consciousness via each and every positive action to any situation that you may find yourself being presented with. Be they good or bad or indifferent. Those are your judgments. It's good, bad, or indifferent. Okay? Be so very sure to do so from a place of unconditional love. Learn to release the automatic recreation of drama created negatively to the situations presented before you from the place of ego. You each have a choice to be positive or negative. Trust that you will continue to attract the energies that you emit. So if you're continuously attracting the energies that you're putting out, don't you want a better life? Don't you want to feel better? Don't you want to feel good? It's not people that make you feel bad. It is our concept and our judgment of what situations mean, what words mean, and the value we give them. Not that they have that value, but it is the value that we give them. Any questions there? No? Okay, because that's a lot of people will, you know, buckle on that. So if we let go of all that judgment and of all that misperception, because your story, you're full of stories. This means this, and this means this, and this means this. Just remember that all your means and all the values that you put in there are programs. It's not really you evaluating. It's an ego thing. It's a program running saying, okay, this equals this and this equals this, so therefore this person is a minus. You know, they're irritating, they're nasty, they're mean, and they might be, you know, but they might not. It might be our perception, and why are they reacting to me that way? What is my responsibility to that? My responsibility is to be loving regardless. Because if I see them as a version of me, maybe I will love them a little bit better. maybe I can stand them a little bit until they do the next nasty thing that I have to take care of. And then I get all aggravated again. And that's a very conditional preposition there. Okay. Learn to release the automatic recreation of drama. Like I said, all the pictures that we have already, the stories we tell ourselves about what a certain reaction from the other person or a certain action means. We don't know what it means. We know what it means according to if we did that. But it has nothing to do with the other person. That's not their truth. That is a distortion of your perception of what it means to them. Okay, so it is better to release the reactions of your past. Stop reacting negatively to the situations presented before you from the place of ego. You each have a choice to be positive or negative. I'm just repeating so it doesn't get out of sequence. Trust that you will continue to attract the energies you emit, and choose your words and your actions with much more clarity of presence. Once you start paying attention to what's coming out of your mouth, or what you start to think, the moment your mind starts going in a place of negativity and judgment, you say, who's thinking? Who is evaluating this? Because you know that the moment that you have the story is no longer you being present. It is a program running your mind. So that's what I say, choose your words, choose your thoughts, and specifically your reactions with much more clarity and presence. Say, no, I want to be present for this because I'm always doing something I'm always reacting in a way that I know is going to cause the other person to react as well. But I think that I didn't cause that. But I am acting in a way that is going to cause a reaction because I already know the person, and all we're both doing is interacting with programs. And we don't want that to happen, but that is what we're doing. We are acting with programs. Am I really mad at you? Am I really whatever? It's sometimes the way that we look at things from the victim perspective. And if you look at it every time you are upset or annoyed or intimidated or tired of whatever, put the situation that whatever you're tired of, we're playing the victim. We're playing the victim to ourselves. And if we don't say anything, at least we're saying something. But when we don't even say anything, then it's worse. We become the martyrs. Okay? You don't want to play that. That's not at all who you are. We are being asked to come up higher. Okay? So when we see the clarity of presence, see the sunny side of everything. Create the shift within your personal inner verse. Not universe, your inner verse. First, that's what you do. Go to your inner verse. No, and it is not easy. I'm not saying it's easy because when we first start, there's the ego pops up all the time. You just consider that it's going to continue to fight you. But the more you say, no, I'm not paying attention to you, I'm going to do what it's mine to do, because I want to be in peace. I want to be that which I came to be. I want to acknowledge my power. My power is love. which there is nothing higher than that power. Okay, you may have all these other powers, but it means nothing if you do not have love. Okay. So when we look through the inner verse instead of the outer verse, what is my inner verse telling me about that person over there? Your inner verse will not be looking at that person trying to get a story. It will just be enjoying the moment, enjoying the now. It is what it is. You have no idea what it means. If you have a story to go with what it means, then you already know that you're in ego. Okay. You know, so when we do the inner verse, like we said, it's not easy, but if it were, the world would be a much better place than it is at its current state. It takes courage to stay within the light. The path is narrow, but it's doable. Allow your truths to radiate outwardly from your central sun. Your central sun, meaning your soul, meaning the soul, the part of you that connects you to spirit, your what I would call to you as your solar plexus is a sun. The color is yellow. It is the willingness to manifest or to use willpower or to use love. If you move up higher to the heart center, then you come out of love. Okay. Shine that beautiful brilliance of radiant luminance and emanate from within. Illuminate your luminance of light out into the universe so that it will shine into and through others around you. Have you ever seen people get the best out of other people? Sometimes you have, I have seen this in the workplaces. You have different department managers and then you see people that always put the people where they belong to the places where they will fit and to do their best job that they can as a person, not obligating because they're working for the same amount of money to just put everybody wherever. Everybody has its place if you pay attention where they belong, even if they're under you or you're under them. Pay attention. Things flow naturally if you follow the flow. Okay, so let your light illuminate the universe. Bring much needed higher illumination to guide them out of their very own shadows of fear and dishonesty. So it's a hard subject because we are so used to lying to ourselves. We are so used to living by our stories that tell you what it is you're seeing, that has to analyze and give value to a person to see whether it is worthy of you to spend the time with them or even bother with them or even, and that's how we look at people like, are you good enough? Are you to, to be around me, to be my friend, to be my partner, to be my colleague, to be around me. I'm guilty of that in my past. I don't know if that anybody else did it, but I was always more like, okay, I want to be with colleagues that understand what I'm saying. I want to be with colleagues that are, excuse the word for this particular, spiritual enough. As I'm sitting there you know, I want to be the commentary that, you know, I've been there, I've done it. I'm not proud of it, but I mean, it is a true statement. I'm not gonna sit there and say I have always done the correct things, because I haven't. You know, all of us have stories in whatever sense, or, you know, but it doesn't matter what the stories are. That's not who we are. Okay, again, you have to go past forgiveness and all of that to understand that you are so much more than that. Okay. Now, I want you to pay attention to what I'm going to say, because this is something that I want you to work with. Give me a second while I take a drink out of here because I'm dry. I'm going to ask you to think, I mean, this is on your own, to think of words that are truthful about you. What is your truth? In whatever words that come to you as what is your truth? The truth about you. Okay? What is my truth? I am integrity, I'm wholeness. I choose, and everything I do is a choice. I choose to speak truth. I choose to be loving. I choose to be in harmony. I choose to be funny. I choose, I choose, I choose. So what I want you to realize is that whatever action you're taking is a choice, including your breath, okay? Including your life. It's a choice. That I feel so blah, blah, blah. Honey, it's a choice. Tough to live by, especially when you're not feeling good. You know, but it is the truth, and I'm not going to back out and say, you know, it's not the truth just because somebody's not feeling well or I'm not feeling well. Sometimes I'm not feeling well and it's like blah, 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 blah. And thankfully, I have very good friends that say, is that your truth? And I hear my words coming back to bite me. So, true story. Um, so, with words, I want you to say them out. I want you to write them down. I want you to hear and feel yourself saying them. Finally, read them and say them so the universe can hear you loud and clear. We can think all we want to about I am truth and I am love and I am harmony and blah blah blah, whatever. But if we are not putting the enthusiasm and the passion and the wording on it to then we need to remember that the universe is always hearing. Whatever you say, whatever you think, is already being put out there. So the pendulums are coming and going. So I want you to say these words out loud so you hear them, because you are being programmed in a different, instead of you being the scum of the earth, I'm asking you to say your truth. What is your truth? So I want the universe to hear you. I want you to hear it. And I want the universe to hear you loud and clear. So when the pendulums come, they will help you. Allow the universe to hear, to feel your truth energetic focus. What is your focus? What is your intention? Do so in order to recalibrate, to recorrect your abundance flow as well as your highest truth as to who your truest love for another is directed at. Speak your heartfelt truths out loud for all the universe to hear. from your heart and soul, which is your purest connection. When you come from your heart, when you're at that space of deep balance, start claiming what your truths are. We started this meeting with the words, what was it? A bunch of you are sacred and sovereign and powerful and divine. That's how I started this meeting, and that's how I'm going to end it, but with those words later on. So, because you need to know, and you need to feel it, and you need to own it. How can you work out? How can you even express that if you cannot even hear yourself or even attempt to understand and hold that to be your truth? If you cannot say it out loud and mean it. We did that example this morning with you are, we are, and I am. And the reason we went that way is because we are more, if I had started with the I am powerful, the ego will jump in. But if I say you and then we and then I, by that point, it becomes more normal. So that's why we did it that way. Okay. 1 second. Okay. Stop that. I have a lot of messages popping up on top of my screen. Anyway, so we have our purest energy then. Allow for the universe to hear your genuine truth containing or referring and pertaining to the what your soul wants to hear from you, what your spirit is willing to get a hold of. So, oh, there you are. Now I can join you. Oh, there you are. Now I hear you. Now I can get behind you. The spirit is not gonna get behind something that is not true. You know, it's gonna wait for you to align, and then once you align with it, then it's coming up. It waits, and you say, "Okay, I'm here. Hear me. I'm in integrity. I'm in wholeness. I am, I am love. I am, I choose this and I choose that." I want you to use the word choose. I am love and I choose to be happy. I am love. I am the power of love and I choose to. I choose. Because that is all we're doing. And if we're going to choose, can we choose a better life? Can we choose to be happy? Can we choose to be balanced? Can we choose to be clear? We can. So when you have energetically infused your core of your being with love, practice these words. Hear yourself, mean them, release them into the, Fillmore will say, the ethers. The ethers in this day and time is the quantum field. So, same thing. So, continue to profess your truths along your paths via your individual energetic manifestations in a continuous and positive manner as they pertain to your hearts, your souls, your truths. It's important that you declare who you are, that you claim who you are, that you respect who you are, because spirit is just waiting to get behind you. But if you cannot even make the words, say the words and mean them. I mean, I can repeat in words mindlessly and doesn't mean anything. But when I put my soul into it, when I start declaring I am whole and healthy and wealthy. I am. I choose to be energetic. I choose to be happy. I choose to always remain balanced. I choose to be confident and powerful, and I choose to make an impact, a positive impact in my world. Whatever your truth is, just state it, put it out there. It's not something that you're just going to say, okay, it's this. I'm saying a lot of words right here, but you can choose your truths and what they are to you, in which direction you want to move with that. Okay, so truthfully spoken from the deepest parts of your heart chakra. So when we're doing this, remember to put your hands on your heart, because you're going to be expanding your heart field. Every time you practice with your hands on your heart and in meditation and start expanding that field, the more powerful you become. So you're going to be truthfully spoken. The words are truthfully spoken from the depths of your heart chakra through your throat chakra, which is your fifth chakra, thusly bringing an equal or higher matching energetic vibration of purposeful intent with regards to aiding your individual pathways of ascensional connections together. Never forget your divine purpose. You're here to serve, but you are the highest person that can help them. Love is inviting you to come up and have a party. It's an energy of love. Never forget what we're doing this for. We're doing this for us, for them. As we are being blessed, we bless others. We are to be the shining example, the example of the loving and living light within the truth and purity of unconditional love. We are to clear our divine soul paths. We are to walk them with the knowledge that we are protected from that which once caused fear and anxiety within each and every one of us at one time or another. Remember where we have been, the fears that we have, the problems that we all have gone through, where we have been and where we're at. We're not in the same place. We are the way showers, the torch bearers, the lighthouses, the pillars of light, and love for self first. That comes before anything else. Love for self, self-love. We are to do so in order to provide an easier way for all those who come after us. Been there, done that, sold the bridge, the whole enchilada. So we move from there and then we become the light. We'll say, okay, go that way. Way showers. We are not here to correct anybody. We are here to um, help people come up. And that is only if they want to. We're all at different levels, we're all at different paths, and we're all okay at whatever level we're at. You don't say a 2-year-old or a baby is less than somebody going to college or a grandfather. They all have their place and they're all okay where they're at. moment they feel wanted, the moment that they're no longer rejected. And this is a step for us to walk with them. So we follow the truth and we point to the truth so that they too can find their own paths of their very own loving soul. So any questions on that? Any comments? Yes.
Could you repeat that? Is there any way you could repeat the last couple sentences?
Where did you stop? I don't know what.
No, you just were muted out for me for some reason. Okay, what I heard was,
Angie, you were
yeah, you were cutting out.
And you froze for a while there too. So.
You froze, yeah. So I heard, all I heard was walk with others without judgment.
Walk what? You are not, you're muted.
Sorry. I heard, I'm not here to correct anyone. I'm here to help them come up, but we are all okay in the place we are. We are all in different stages and places, but walk with others without judgment. And I didn't hear much else.
Okay. I said follow, little others follow you to follow until they too can find their very own paths of their very own loving soul. And I was saying that we are not to be their gurus or they're above them or below them, or, you know, to be accepting of everybody. When we are accepting of people, people feel that they're no longer rejected or that they're no longer less than somebody else. They are right there with you because you have not isolated them from you. The problem is not them, the problem is us when we keep them at a distance, where we say, not you, not this one, not the other one. Okay, so when we embrace each other, when we love each other, when we point that finger that says, love is the answer, love is the way. Okay. I'm gonna jump to something else. Lisa, you have your thing on.
Sorry.
Thank you. Yes. I'm going to get into a little bit of worry not what others think about you. Do not worry about what others think about you. They're going to think what they will about you anyway. It doesn't matter. They're coming from a space that is not of love, which is what I've been addressing about us. You know, that we have to accept the people so they feel included, not excluded. They're going to think whatever they want anyway. It's their past trauma and drama, not yours. Stay out of society's prison system, which is always one of judgment. Do not allow the opinions of others to lock you up in your personal jails again. Your jail cells, the ones that of your own egos. The world is not as screwed up as the deep state of the, okay, of all the corruption and all the systems. I don't want to name them all because then I don't want it to become some other subject of conspiracy theories or whatever else, whether it's political or whether it is whatever. I'm not going there, but I'm saying is let's not get more divided. Let's not, whatever they want to judge us because we are feeling happy and we are better at managing how we come out of, the hole. We need to live our lives and love our lives, not to be disrupted by what the social media is trying to get us to pay attention to. That's more division than it has ever been, and it's been so drastic here lately. So continue to embrace and learn from the lessons of your past. Allow for forgiveness to flow for self and for others. Remember that everyone is ascending at their own pace. Once again, I'm saying the words, we're not at the same level. But a 2-year-old, an adolescent, somebody in college, or a grandparent, or a mother or a father, they all have their place. And not one is better than the other. So I want you to take that for what is happening on earth with the souls, with, third dimension, second, fourth, fifth, sixth, seven. We need to be more mindful with ourselves because mostly we start judging because how we've been programmed. So we have started to deprogram ourselves, so that helps us. I think I said this before. I'm not sure. It sounds familiar, but I'm going to say it again in case I already said it. Let me know. There will come a time when you will need to make decisions that make you feel uncomfortable. Change is uncomfortable for many souls at first because they are coming from a false sense of fear. But when one begins to realize that when one door closes, 5 more seemingly open to newer, higher vibrational souls, new and higher perspectives of awareness, new opportunities for growth in all forms, in all levels. Breathe and then breathe again. If somebody's not at your level or somebody's not at, that doesn't mean that they're any less than you. Step through that door of what was and lovingly step into your now. Step into your love. Step into your state of allowing, of oneness, of inclusion, not exclusion. This is where we need to be as people. Step onwards and upwards into your new phase of ascensional awareness. A lot of people say, what is enlightenment? What is nirvana? What is Christhood? We're talking about awareness. They call it Christ consciousness. They call it whatever the name that they decide to give to, to the, to being aware, to being blessed with oneness. All that is awareness. It's awareness of your multi-dimensionality. So we have a lot of division right now, and it would be nice if we realize that everybody has opinions and everyone is entitled to their opinions regardless of what they are, what they want, how they want it. Is their life. No one has a better knowing than somebody else. We're not living their lives. You know, when we believe that one race or color or creed or whatever sex or sexual orientation or kids or no matter what the subject is that creates a division. Go back to yourself. Where is your exclusion? At what point do you exclude? And at what point do you include? I'm not talking about somebody else out there. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about us. We are the example, so I'm asking you, where do we exclude and when do we include? So before we get our information from, who do we get it from? Schooling, from upbringing, from our parents, from rumors, from social media, news reports, television, radio reports. How do we feel about this? Do we really look at how we feel about when we hear something? What we're hearing, is it creating fear, separation, anxiety? Is that what we want? You know, we are willing to sit there and listen to all of this. Are we willing to sacrifice our peace? Are we willing to sacrifice our oneness to be divided? Are we willing to become more of a herd mentality than to be aware of what is actually happening? And what do I mean by aware of what is happening? I'm not talking out there. What is happening within you? Can you see? Can you perceive? Can you get away from yourself? Perception is a projection into the past. Because a perception means it's coming only from the past. The Course in Miracles tells you, I do not know what this is in front of me. I don't know what it means.
I don't know what anything is for.
I'm sorry?
I was just saying, the Course of Miracles says I don't know what nothing is for. I don't know what anything is for. Yeah.
And you don't know because you are not coming with a history. But if you come with a history, you already have all the stories from the program that says, okay, I'm going to put my program over here and it means this. But if you're truly aware, you know that it doesn't mean that. That's how come people sometimes say it is what it is. And that's how come a lot of your gurus and teachers and masters, they say, the more I know, the less I know. The more I study, the more, because what I thought I knew, I know nothing. I don't know what it means. I thought I knew, but I don't. Does that make sense now? Okay, it's not just that suddenly they just forgot everything and there was nothing left and only that the meaning that they gave it and why it needed a meaning for them and what they learned. They realized that they didn't know anything. But they did know themselves enough to, they were clear enough to know who they were. And they were not looking out for who they were looking within their souls, within their spirits, within their meditation rooms, because it brings them the peace, it brings them the joy. What good does it to me to look outside for all the division and all the conflict? When do I want to feel separated? How does that feel to my body? Am I respecting my body? I am putting it through abuse, and I don't even pay attention to what I'm doing to it. You know, a lot of people think, okay, I am good at, I have a very good diet. I exercise, I do this and I do that. And then, yeah, but what are you, who are you listening to? What are you listening to? And I go back again to the 6 people you hang the most with. You have to be careful. And I'm not saying that somebody is less than, only that what kind of clearance you want to have. There's nothing wrong with the other person. It is only your judgment. That person is there to teach you. To teach you to be loving, to be accepting, to be allowing. And when it's okay for you to be allowing you for you, you have to allow acceptance for you first. So the acceptance for the other person becomes less of a struggle. So when we're pointing fingers at somebody else and we're really annoyed, is because it's us. It's not them. It's how we react to that. It's the program is so ingrained that says separation, this I cannot stand, I will not do this, I will not. And it's not that you have to, but there will be not the fight and not the anguish and not the desperation and not the, you know, hopelessness. You can come out and breathe, and you can come out and enjoy that other person. Accept, but you have to accept yourself first. The biggest problem is with yourself. It's not with somebody else out there somewhere, regardless if it's the next room or the next town or the next country. It doesn't matter who. But if we're having issues, it's because it's us first. We are very reactive. Our programming is teaching us to reject and disallow. Is that what we truly want to do? Okay, it's almost time for me to close. So because we started a little late, I'm gonna end a little bit later. I'm going to go back to this list and I'm going to add something to it. So I want you to close your eyes and put your hands on your chest, on your heart. Okay. I want you to take a deep breath and release it at your own leisure. And I want you to take another deep breath and release your body and release your tension. Release any anxiety that may be there. Any tension for any reason, whether it is mental, physical, emotional. Release, breathe in and breathe out and let it go. I want you to feel worthy. I want you to feel the love that you are. Feel the energy that you are. And please, you can do this. Enjoy the love that you are. Send that love to your heart. Your heart loves you. And it's okay to love the heart because the heart field is infinite. It's an infinite feeling. It's an infinite love. Allow peace and joy And I'm going to affirm for all of us. I want you to just make the words yours. You don't need to repeat them out loud, but you might want to repeat them silently if you're led to. Otherwise, just listen to me. I am a sacred being. I am peace and joy and harmony. I choose love. I choose energy, balanced energy. I choose balance in all my chakras. I choose perfect health in all of my organs. I choose perfect health in all of my glands and in all of my body functions. I choose to be healthy from the top of my head to the bottoms of my feet, inside and outside, including the hair and the head and all the skin. Everything in my body, everything, every last part of it, every function, cellular, atomic, subatomic, ionic, photonic, allowing the ions and the photons and beyond, allowing perfect balance in all dimensions and all the multiverses, allowing peace, joy, allowing harmony. I am that. All I have to do is choose, remind myself who I am. I am good enough, strong enough, valuable enough. Enough is enough is enough. I am enough for a lifetime, for eternity, all the way to infinity. I am that. I choose unconditional love as a mode of expression. I choose to be myself. I choose to honor myself. I choose harmony, contentment, kindness, compassion. I am that. You are a gift to the world. We are a gift to the world. I am a gift to the world. I am, I am, I am. I am right for my life. I am right for my expression. I don't need to fit anybody else's mold of what I should be. I am peaceful. I am complete. I am whole. I am healthy. I am happy. I am whole. I am in integrity. I am inclusive. It is okay to feel good. It is okay to be well. It is okay to be healthy. It is totally okay because we come from wholeness, because that is our truth. It is okay to feel good. I don't have to have drama or traumas. I can choose again. The Course in Miracles says, choose. If you don't like what is happening, choose and choose again. Choice is the word for the day. You are beautiful. You are my loving sisters. I love you. And this is where I'm going to leave this. I want you to know that you are precious and that you are a gift to the world. Amen and namaste.